Hey everyone. So I've spent most of my free time this week trying to figure out how to run this software for the live stream on Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and post the time that I'll be doing the live stream on Twitter, but just to give you all a basic idea, it's going to be somewhere between 8 and 10 Central Time. Now, due to the preparation for this story is going to be a little shorter. But you know what they say, it's not the length of the story that matters, it's the content. And I think the content in this story is absolutely fantastic. So without further ado, let's begin the narration. This story is titled, Let Me In, by Welcome to the Machine 18. In my dreams, I still see her face, those eyes, and the screams. I will forever have questions as to why, what, and who. The most surreal tale of my life, and almost unbelievable. Had I not witnessed this incident with another, no one would believe me. Maybe I should have let her in. My girlfriend and I were driving down a dirt road. We were on our way home from a wedding, and it was around 2 a.m. The dirt road was long and bending, and at the end of the road was the motorway. On either side of the road was a forest, tall dark trees with overhanging branches. We were driving along, talking and laughing about the great day we'd had. With the headlights blazing, we drove slowly. Up ahead, around 100 yards away, there was a sort of shape in the middle of the road. At first they thought it was a rock, or perhaps an animal. But as we got closer and closer, we realized the shape was swaying back and forth. I realized that the shape wasn't an animal or a rock, but in fact a young woman in a white dress, her head on her knees. We stopped the car, leaving the lights on, but we were both wary due to the odd situation and discussed whether to get out and help. Perhaps it was a guest from the wedding. The wedding was in the middle of nowhere, so surely it had to be, right? Just as I decided I would get out of the car and see if she was all right, the girl stood up and turned around slowly to face the car. Her eyes were wide and she was around 19 years old. Next minute, she let out a blood-curdling scream and started to run full blast at the car. She reached the car and started to bang on the hood. Let me in. She moved towards the door and tried the handle. The doors were locked, luckily, but she was frantic with rage or fear. Other guests had left the same time as us in separate cars, so there were around 2 other cars driving behind us. They caught up, and when the girl saw the car, she ran at the one behind. However, the man in this car got out, and as soon as the car was open, the girl began snapping her jaws at him, trying to bite his flesh. The man held her off as she screamed, "Let me in! Help me!" She took one bite of the man's finger and ran straight into the woods. 3 years later, I can still see the girl's face in my nightmares. The man who was bitten was tested for all sorts, but incredibly she was clean of any diseases. I wondered what happened to her and why she was like this. I wonder if she's okay. I wonder what would have happened if I'd let her in. Thanks for listening as always. And if you like the narration, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you haven't yet, hit that notification bell. That way you'll know every single time I make a narration. Don't forget, the live stream's coming up Saturday, and it's going to be every single Saturday, as long as it does well. Also, in case you haven't noticed, I'm getting close to 100 subscribers. Now, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I've decided I'm going to give something away as soon as I hit 100 subscribers. I won't tell you what it is yet, but I will say it's pretty cool. So just know, the faster we get to 100 subscribers, the faster you get your reward. All right, well, that's it for today. Stay awesome.